What's up out there? We are back with some more Ancient Relic mode and a quick update. So, no dungeon today, but I do plan on doing one probably in the next video. I want to gear up for this. What I am currently working on is these witch tablets. I did not realize that I had gotten the mark for it, but I had never actually created the tablet. And you don't get any more tablets until you create the first one. So I'm going to create these. I also want to just set up a little factory here for a minute and create probably the occultist. I definitely need to get some Minotaur, Centaur, and Witch, and then probably some Wolf, Occultist, Wolf, Minotaur, Centaur, and Witch. Just get this combination of stuff going. It allows for different synergies to be done. Probably the Wolf, Minotaur, Wolf, Centaur would be the one. I think I might go with Witch, Occultist. I'm not sure. That would be less summoning damage because it's, I would want to pair these up with the higher, to get the most damage out of the... For like barrier damage, you want to use the highest combination you can. But as far as like a synergy goes, I probably want to get something that actually synergizes a little bit. So at any rate, I am trying to craft up or summon up some of these tablets here and build a stack of them. What I want to do is to go into, say, the Golem territory and maybe this dungeon if I can find it and unlock it. I don't know where it's at in cartography. I'll have to go research into it. Do I already have it unlocked? Is it already available in archaeology? Is it one of these ones that's way down here that I can't get to? I don't know. I have to go look all that up. I haven't got that far ahead yet. I do have the Golem territory available so we can level up. But in the grand scheme of things, and before I get into the future plans, I was in rune crafting and I have a ton of runes. So the max cast on this is the semi-auto rune crafting skill. This thing started off at 25,000 max cast. I bumped it up to 35,000 and then 45,000, which is basically allows me 45,000 of each rune or whatever the number is set to at that time. So I have 45,000 of each of these. I also bumped it up to get more body runes, more air runes, and more light runes. That covers the major spells. I probably need to do a lot more air runes. But I was looking at this and we are now level 85 and that means I have a ton of ancient runes. I let that go overnight, so I've got a bunch of that. So we're level 85. I've got access to a big chunk of the gear now. I can do fire expert hats and boots. The problem is I can't equip them. So if I go look at the level for it, this takes level 78. Even if I back down to air expert, this is still level 65, so I can't even equip the expert gear, unfortunately. So I still need to go and do at least one dungeon to get through that. The other thing I was thinking about, and I think ancient gear is level 70. I could start farming the Hall of Wizards. That should be low enough now that I could AFK it, whatever word I'm trying to think of. I should be able to AFK this dungeon. I think I could do the deep sea ship and maybe the Dragon's Den. I'll have to check and see. But I can't equip any of the gear out of it, so it doesn't make sense to go. I'm already strapped for bank spaces now. There's no reason to go and try to farm this out. But I think ancient gear, if memory serves, you equip ancient gear at level 70. So I need to get 2 more dungeons done before I can start farming out the Hall of Wizards, the Dragon's Den, and the Volcanic Cave. Thinking out loud, I probably want to complete that 2 more times to get 2 more fire capes. That way, at least 1 more time to get 1 more fire cape so that both of my combat equipment sets have a fire cape. Now I can do the enchanted cape, which is a little more magic damage, but the fire cape gives a little bit more damage reduction. So I think I might want to complete that at least 1 more time. I'm not sure on that yet, but I don't want to start farming the Hall of Wizards or the Dragon's Den until I'm ready to start equipping that gear. Furthering that thought, I need to get, so we're at level 60. If I beat that, that's 65. If I beat that, that's 70. There's 75, there's 80. I think the God gear is level 85. So I can't even equip the God gear on these dungeons until I get a lot higher level, I think. So it's nice that we have these barrier dungeons to go through, because that should get us to the point where I can actually get up and equip stuff. I hate running these air god or the god dungeons until I can actually equip the gear, and it's level 85, I'm pretty sure, to equip all this. I think it's 90 for the weapons you get out of these Slayer areas. I think that's level 90. Yeah. If memory serves, I don't remember, but I think those are like a lot higher level. But anyway, in the dungeon planning. So what I want to do, and that's why I'm working on summoning right now, I want to make sure I have enough summoning tablets so that I can go attempt this Golem dungeon or Golem territory. And then I need to make sure I have these unlocked. So that's going to be some cartography and archaeology. Make sure that I have those unlocked, or can even unlock them, because I don't know what level you have to be in archaeology to find the sites, or cartography for that matter. Maybe I don't have the level to find them. But dungeons, we're talking about dungeons. I want to try to get through these dungeons. I need all 4 of these, because then when I defeat the air god dungeon, I'll be able to start equipping that gear. But I need to be level 70, so I need to complete at least 2 of these dungeons to get the ancient gear out, if memory serves. Now, I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure the Hall of Wizards the ancient gear takes level 70 to equip. So if that's the case, I need to be through these 2 dungeons. So we might try those 2 in the next video. That'll be the plan that I've got going. Could I run some astrology or agility and stuff like that? Sure, I could, but these I don't really see having a ton of impact. Like, I would have to let astrology go for a very long time to get up enough of the stardust to where I could actually put that into things. Like, I need 1280 for the last one. I could get 1 more of these fairly simply, but to get the rest of these, that's going to cost, well, we've got all that accuracy there, but I couldn't get any more of the hidden attack levels. That's going to cost a lot. The golden stardust is very few and far between. There's a little bit here. There's another 1200. There's another, 800 there. So like, I'd need to let this run for quite a while. I would rather spend that time getting level 70 so that I could equip the better gear than trying to get the 5% increase I might get out of this. You know what I mean? Like, this is not going to be a huge increase. It will be good. It's definitely something I want to do. But in the grand scheme of things, I think I would be better served being able to equip ancient gear and farm that out than I would trying to get a little buff off of this. So I may push agility to level 70. That should be doable, but that's going to take like a day. So there's a whole day of time of doing nothing but agility. So I don't know. Rune crafting we're doing well on. I've got all this. I was kind of looking at staves and wands. I can't do a mystic fire staff because I can't do magic logs. I don't have enough wood cutting. I don't have a source for those at the moment, so I can't get those. I could do the crystal battle staff. We can definitely get maple somewhere. Steam runes, I can rune craft those. Refined crystals I have in crafting. The downside is I don't have the crystallized mithril fragment, so I have to go find that. So we'll definitely need to get a source for that, which is archaeology, more there. So that's kind of what I was looking at doing, just taking stock of what I have. I have very short bank space. In fact, I had to stop what I was doing. I ran out of money, so I had to go and thieve a bunch of stuff. It'd be nice to get thieving bumped out, get some of these higher tier, the knight comes up here somewhere. He's level 88, so he's a lot further down. I think we'd get the miner. I think we go up to level 70. Is 70 the highest I've got? 85. So 85 is reasonably the highest we could get if we go up 1 or 2 levels. I don't remember where the cutoff points are. I feel like 70 was one of them. Yeah, 70, because there's crafting is a max capable of level 70. So if I got 2 rolls on thieving, we could get up to the miner, which gives you, the Cyclops has some decent stuff. Lumberjack gets logs that I might even get magic logs off of him. The Squire, the Miner, but once again, I need to get some dungeons done. So I'd like to try to get those at least 2 of those dungeons completed and get up to level 70. That if I can get a roll on thieving, that would get me up a little bit of breathing room in here. And I still don't know that I would take wood cutting. I could definitely get a lot of stuff off of thieving, but definitely need to get, what I'm getting down to is I need to get those 2 dungeons done. I really need to get those done. So that's kind of where I'm getting to with this whole conversation. Actually, I could probably switch off these witch tablets at 12,000. That ought to be enough. But I need to make more like these centaurs. Like I'm going to have to go into producing short bows or some kind of bow. We'll have to go that. We'll have to make axes and stuff like that. I mean, I'm going to have to set up shop. What's the best thing we could do? Mithril? We could do mithril axes. Yeah, we could do that. Let that run for a little bit. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is working on storing up stuff for winter, I guess, if you want to call it that. I've got plenty of runes. I spent a lot of time doing runes, so we've got plenty of runes in here. So I can do curses, auroras, we can do ancient magic if it comes down to it. What spells do we have available? I was looking at this earlier. So I'm up to Fire Wave and Wind Surge, but Fire Wave does 215 damage where Wind Surge does 210. I can also just totally negate my air rune cost by keeping the air battle staff equipped, and then I'm only using blood runes and fire runes, so I just have to craft 2 things there. Curses, we can do any curse we need. We can do any aurora we need. We've got plenty of stuff for that. And I'm able to equip Fire Adept gear. I think we looked at that a second ago, but I cannot do Fire Expert. It's level 78. And Air Magic, I probably showed this already, but Air Expert's level 65. So no matter how I cut this, I need to level up at least once or twice. Or I'm sorry, I need to complete at least 1 or 2 dungeons so that I can level up to get into any of the better gear. So that's kind of where we're at. And crafting wise, I think level 70 gets us down into here, which that might get into the blue dragon hide. I don't know. I have to work on that. But if I get level 70, I could just skip that blue gear and go right to, just move right on over into ancient gear. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. I am stocking up. I've got plenty of runes. I'm going to be stocking up summoning stuff. And then once I get all that settled out, we're going to be looking at doing some dungeons, probably doing some archaeology and cartography to get that far. But that is where we are today. And that will do it for this video. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.